You know those days when you just feel stuck in a rut? Everything seems harder than it should be. You feel like you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you can't seem to do anything, and you just feel unproductive and uninspired. Well, this is one of those days, and in this video, I will be sharing with you guys what to do when you feel stuck, how to turn your day around and get out of that rut. I'll be sharing some tips and one realization that helps me get unstuck every time. So I usually like to talk things out either on photo booth. I just turn it on and I start talking and I just see like whatever comes out. It's a little bit like my own little therapy session with myself. Sometimes I come to a lot of conclusions on my own, or I just kind of think about a solution to my problems when talking. But at the same time, just talking alone can also already make you feel better. Another thing that you can do is, obviously, if you don't like talking or you don't want anyone to hear you, which is me a lot of the times when I live with people, I really don't like them hearing all about my problems, and I think it would prevent me from actually being honest with myself. So I like to just journal, because then no one's gonna be hearing you. Or if you want some feedback or someone to cheer you up a little bit, you can call your friend. I know that every single time I call my best friend, I just get into a way better mood. And I know that sometimes you might be in a bad mood that day without really having a reason for it. Like, it's not necessarily that something's happening in your life. You might just feel like you kind of woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Then let me move on to the next tip, because this one is going to be really helpful. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of makeup, which I'm gonna tell you why in a second. And I'm gonna be telling you guys the 2 secrets that I think are the most important things to realize or do in order to turn a bad day around. So the first thing, and honestly promise not to laugh when you hear this, because I know it can sound kind of weird, but just like give me the benefit of the doubt. So what I usually think about when I'm having a bad day is, honestly, I always think about physics, and let me explain why. So if you've been in high school, you probably learned about inertia, whatever, that objects in motion tend to stay in motion and objects at rest tend to stay at rest. And you might be like, girl, what does this have to do with having a bad day? Which, let me tell you, because I came to this realization when I was having a bad day, and I was kind of thinking about this pattern that always happens. Usually when you're having a bad day, you're really drawn to just not do anything. You want to sit at home, you want to stay in your bed, you want to watch Netflix, and you even end up watching not the best TV shows. There have been so many times that I was having a bad day, I didn't know what to watch. I'm like, I want to watch something to cheer me up, but then I couldn't come up with anything, so I just turned on a random thing, and then it turned out to be so bad that I felt even worse. When you're having a bad day, you tend to want to stay in that position. You want to stay in bed, you want to stay at home, you don't want to go outside, you don't want to see anyone. You just want to kind of like keep that emotion going. Like, if you were an object laying around in that physics law, you would just be staying at rest. But a really great thing is that we're not objects, and we actually can decide whether or not we're going to stay in the same exact motion or if we're going to change it, which is the first ever thing that you want to do when having a bad day, is actually get that energy moving somehow. Even if it's going to be something as small as getting up and cleaning up your room, it's already going to get the motion going. Now, you don't want to be really hardcore on you. You don't want to be like, I'm going to get up and I'm gonna get my whole like to-do list for today done and I'm gonna be super productive. That's probably not gonna work, because you are having a bad day. So everything that you're doing, you're kind of having this resistance to it. But if you start with small tasks and you just get going on them, slowly you're going to gain momentum, and you're also going to feel very different. I don't know exactly what it is about it, but every single time I get up and clean my environment, or I just do something in general, no matter how small it is, like right now what I'm doing is I'm going to go and see my friend, and we're just going to hang out and talk. And at the same time, I don't know what it is about it, but maybe it's energy, maybe it's something like that, but honestly I feel like movement really chases out those negative emotions out of you. When I work out, for example, or clean my room, it feels like I'm either cleaning out my negative emotions or I'm just chasing out that anger when working out. The same goes for when I shower, for example, which is something that I really don't want to do on my bad days. I'm always like, the shower sounds like the worst thing right now, but if I actually force myself into it, it usually feels like I've just washed whatever was making me feel so bad off of myself, and I feel this fresh energy. I don't even know how to explain it. Putting on some good music also helps because music can affect the emotions that we feel. It's also good to put on a nice outfit or try to look good because when you look good, you feel good, and when you look crusty, you don't shower, it just makes you feel so much worse. Going outside can help you get out of your head and clear your head, as well as spending time with people that make you happy can give you a different perspective and snap you out of that stuck feeling that you have going. Reading or learning something can also give you a feeling of freshness and help you feel less stuck. Trying something new that you haven't tried before, even if it's something as small and insignificant as some kind of food that you haven't eaten before, can have the same effect. So it's time to try this, and I'm trying not to be inappropriate. It doesn't zoom in. You want it? Probably some sand in there. It's really sour. It's like a lemon.
I like when they're sweet.
And I also wanted to say that no matter at what point you are in your day, like even if you wake up really late, it's never too late to turn your day around, because I know sometimes when I wake up at probably 3 p.m. or something like I did today, I'm usually like, well, it's already too late, so I kind of just have to make whatever of this day, try to waste my time and then just wait for the next day to actually be productive and actually do what I wanted to do today. But there's no such thing as too late to turn your day around. And today, for example, I've already worked out, washed my hair. I'm going to finish a video, post the video, which is the video that you are watching right now, by the way. And you guys can probably tell that I woke up really late since I slept for I don't know, 4 hours today or something. It's obvious by the dark circles under my eyes. You can kind of tell. And sometimes, honestly, no matter how much you try, your day just remains just meh. In those moments, all you need is a comfort show. I watched Heartstopper at the end of the day, and it just made me so happy. In those times, it's good to trust your intuition, not the urge to keep the momentum that I talked about before, but the true intuitive feeling that you have about what you really need to feel better in that moment, and follow that. Also, my dog just looks so cute there. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I'm sorry that I think the quality of it is not as good as it usually is. To be honest, I've been feeling really bad lately. So hopefully the other videos will be way better than this one. I'm just feeling really stressed out and I kind of don't like being home. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope it was okay, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Your touch on my skin, pull me close, take me in.